Okay, relax. Guys, what's that? Oh, test it, test it, test it. Great. Shalom. Start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Hakadosh, fathers, apostles, elders, salutations to the brothers that teach this truth and sincerity. Shalom to the home to elect you, 23rd, sincere listeners. It's Gms Toronto back again, prophesying the downfall of the wicked kingdom was Babylon the Great. Okay, and as this place is going down, this place is being exposed by the apostles and the elders on down. Great millstone. Okay, Esau, right? He needs to be able to control the narrative and start wars, man. Because all the Epstein shit's coming out on him. So now he has to strike Iran. Okay, that's a big thing that's going on right now. Okay, because it just so happened that they had coordinated attacks on Iran last night, pretty much on the weekend. Okay, I was listening to the Apostle Tahar's live, and pretty much he was saying that they only attack on weekends because of the stock market. If they attack during the week, if they didn't attack on Monday or something like that, that would mess up the stock market. People would be in panic, right? But the stock market goes on the weekend. Mm. See what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Fine.
When when those small hats were attacking Palestinians was on the weekend.
Right. Yeah, right. That's it. All the major wars, whatever that are happening. Not to say it's war, but it's wars or rumors, of course. Okay, get that in back in 24 as well because that the MOTB has to come first, right?
Fine.
So yeah, we're seeing what's going on, and yeah, things are escalating. Okay, but we know that something major has to happen for the MOTB to be implemented on a grand scale, right? What?
Michael 2 and 1 says, woe to them that devise iniquity, for the evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is on their death.
That's right. They practice. They thought about when they should do their attacks. You see what I'm saying? And it's in the power of their hand anyway. So what are you going to do about it? Right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. After that, America, they're trying to force your hand. Like, are you just a strike back? You're not going to do shit. No? Apparently, Russia and China, right? They're supposed to be backing Iran. Okay? Why haven't they really got involved in the strikes on? Okay? Because it's not that time yet. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. So that actually say, also they're also one of their taxes also in Mexico. And that was the US that did that shit. Everyone's saying it's a cartel, but if you actually go deeper, the military from Mexico was working with the US.
Why?
Right? And why isn't all of a sudden they're able to find this guy? You think he didn't know where he was the whole time? It's on purpose because you saw what's going on with Mexico and Venezuela. They're helping out Venezuela, right? Sorry, Cuba, right? Good situation. And in Mexico, if you know what's going on, US wants Cuba for a specific area to mount attacks because with Russia and China gets it, that's a direct attack area to the US, right? And also just the minerals too. I think they have cobalt for it, right? So all of a sudden, Mexico was working with Cuba, right? And now they weren't agreeing with what the U.S. was saying, and then all of a sudden now the local cartel there, they killed them, and then Mexico's all in flames. Fucking the first going on with them. And now all of a sudden now the U.S. is gonna quote unquote help them by sending troops there. That was their plan from the beginning, right? So it's just, I don't know what you're saying. This is how the U.S. works, right? So I don't know.
But you know, like you said, there's a it's cool, yeah, for a specific spot. That's the same spot that the Russians over in the 80s too.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's right. Yeah. Oh,
verse 2 it says, if you covet fields and take them by violence.
Right. You want lands, right? How do you think they got Canada? The US. All right. They were the word not even jealous, it's envy. They were envious of how God was living on his land, God and Reuben, man. Okay, how they just were just so free and nomadic, you know what I mean? Like just they were going with the land, and then here it is. This devil's like, man, we can make money on this land. We can tax the people. We can do this and do that. You know? Yeah. Mind you, we were just living free, harmoniously with the earth. Right?
yeah.
Okay.
That's why God was like, you can buy land, fucking free.
Yeah.
So that's this man's a devil.
Yeah. You know. And in the spirit, it was God in Reuben's land, anyways.
Yeah.
But like they didn't have that mindset that you know, you have to buy it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure you know they were nomadic people anyways. Right? They would go one land, stay there for a year, move to the next. You know, they were pretty much practicing the land Sabbath. Right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so the point is to add to that, they had a huge population of bison that used to be on this land roaming around, so they would use the bison for different things. Right? You know, right on the skin, right, and certain parts of the flesh, different leather, properties, the moccasins, and all that kind of stuff. All the women trying to buy that stuff. They got that. You're using the property, you're using a man who emphasis, right? But you know, there was a president, I think his name was Andrew Jackson. He was the one that was responsible for killing off a lot of the bison, right? So essentially, it was to get out of people
To starve old God and stuff like that. God is like that was God's economy basically. You know, that's cattle. That's cattle. Man. Real riches. Right? They use the skin to build the teepees with. Man. You know, and skin the buffalo and use that insulation. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of fat. You know what I'm saying?
To show you how Esau took over, got some basic remember that show Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Shows you how Gad lost the Yellowstone part, but that part was because of ISIS, cattle, and you know, like Esau came over there and then they pretty much put hell on Gad, and he had to like sell the land over to Esau, and couldn't maintain it.
That's what you're saying. Point is, our people forgot who their enemy was. Because as soon as he came over, why didn't you kill him? Why didn't you kill him? Why did you like, yo, that's so and so, kill him, right? You saw that he didn't like come over. What happened? Why were you saying, hey man, like that's in the spirit of our people.
The thing is, right? They were already doing tribal warfare with each other before Esau came, and they show you that in Apocalypto.
That's true.
Right? So
That's true.
they were doing wickedness amongst each other. They weren't innocent.
That's true. That's a good point.
God was not innocent in the matter.
Have to be judged.
Right? And you know, when Yahushua came over here, you know, he came to the elect that was over here, and he taught the word as well. You know what I mean? And obviously there's only a few righteous men that received the Yahushua when he came over to the Americas. The rest were wicked, man.
That's right. I'm here cutting each other's hearts out.
Yeah.
Some God.
You know? Yeah, that's right. And that's all you northern kingdom tribes, man. You guys are doing wickedness, man. You Tainos, you barely wearing any fucking clothes.
Yeah.
Well,
That's true. That's true.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What kind of wickedness is that? Where'd you learn that from, bro?
How much?
Yeah. Well, you're not innocent, man.
What? So see, the elders right that. Hey, you guys get to your judgment.
Yeah, man. You saw judgment the sword.
Yeah.
More on that?
Yeah, there's more. It says, and take them by violence and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, and in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Yeah, but he took away the heritage of God. I'm sure and give him one day of the year. What's it called? A day of truth and reconciliation. That's given to by Edomite. Edomite is the one that's spearheading that whole thing. Every time it's truth and reconciliation on the news, I'm only seeing Edomites talking. I barely see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see no freaking Gadites speaking for real. Say the truth. They know it's bullshit. Yeah. Slap in the face. What's from I say also tell to like yeah, they trying to come against each other. Like most I was basically giving each other power. The upper hand. I'm trying to put a point like yeah, that was not coming against you, so not those budgets. Yeah. Then see that like the power of the sword. They don't come get. And talk about but the edges overcome. No.
Yeah.
So they didn't fight against use of like they didn't have the power, the military power of like even the firepower they also had.
And another thing too, for the Seminoles were winning all the wars in Esau and Florida.
Yeah. Belt to ass.
Every time, and then what they're doing the guerrilla tactic warfare, right?
Yeah.
And then what Esau would do after he loses a war, he'll get the chief to like, oh, let's do a treaty. Yeah, and then Seminole will fall for the shit every fucking time, man. Yeah. And they'll do a treaty, and then when they're guards are down, Esau attacking. That's how Esau pretty much advanced.
Yeah. So piece of shit. Coward doesn't know how to fight, man. You're a sly little bastard, little fuck.
Right? Now they have the enemy and they think they're strong.
Yeah. Like you're something warrior. You're not a warrior.
You mentioned those guys look like you mentioned nice.
Yeah.
We think that's what they always do. They try to get a guy that looks like you might say that's But
Yeah.
a lot of times it's actually Jake.
Then you.
So the Vikings over, that was Jake.
Yeah. You might don't fucking wear braids.
Yeah, that's I was watching 300 today, and Leonidas had a beard and he had a one flat around his head here.
Yeah.
And it comes down in the back. I'm like, come on. Man.
Yeah. I've never seen one Edomite wear a fucking braid. I Edomite man.
Yeah.
Okay. The only time I see a Edomite wearing a braid is the Norwegian chicks. The Swedish girl that have the one braid.
Yeah.
Because that was us anyways. We were there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
I'll get a. Let's go. Let's go back to that. Yeah.
Matthew 24 and 6. Outside said, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
No, let's jump up a bit. Yeah, where the disciples came to him.
All right. Matthew chapter 24, verse 3, and it says, and he sat amongst the Mount Olives. They sat upon the Mount of Olives. I'm sorry. The disciples came to him privately.
The Mount Olives here in Toronto, and hospital is the hood. But he saw playing games because they know it's Jake that lived there. But they're gonna call it Mount Olives and play on,
the whole
fuck up the vibration, So that's Esau being the devil, but that's you, Jake. That's for you, Jakes, to understand, who you are, man. That's right? Jake's in Toronto or wherever, man. Right?
And it says,
you're in the hand of your enemy, man. Right? Go ahead.
It says, the disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us, when shall be these things be? When shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?
Yeah, but a lot of people are thinking that the time of the end is now, and they're seeing the war, right? With Iran and whatnot. It's a little baby strikes, man. There ain't no real shit that's happening right now, man. The strikes that are happening, you attack my military base, I attack your military. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It's not like
just put that.
Yeah, just a little tit for tat. You're gonna let them do that to you? All right, we'll get their military base.
But the funny thing is, they're just doing base in your own country.
Yeah.
Like hit something over here.
Yeah, exactly.
They're coming over into your land and hit you.
Yeah.
In the city.
Yeah.
That shit is that destroying your own neighborhood.
Yeah.
When Jake do it.
Yeah, pretty much. pretty much that shit, you know? Or you attack some US bases in another country that borders yours. Okay, we'll fucking do you know?
But also to add to that, they say, they don't like in real warfare. They don't tell you whether they're going to attack you on this day.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Right. But right now that's what they're doing. They're
Yeah.
both trading intelligence, saying, okay, we'll move our guys.
Yeah.
You can hit this base.
Yeah, it's like
You know, they do that.
pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? So right now, not to say they're on the same team, but they're like, all right, we're gonna hit you. You know you're gonna retaliate, you can hit here.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why they say, oh, no casualties were here at this base. Because they moved all their guys. And they're just gonna set up shop somewhere else, right? New base. What the fuck? Theaters of four.
Yeah. So I was holding. Go ahead.
Okay, continuing on, this is Matthew 24:4, and it says, Yahweh answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed of Mashiach, and he shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and see ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, and it's not yet.
All right, hold that. You get Revelation 7? One?
Yes. This is the book of Revelation 7, verse 1, and it reads, and after these things I saw four angels standing.
The end is not yet, right? That's what it said.
Yeah.
The end is not yet. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, and after these things I saw four angels standing on four corners of the earth, all the four winds of the earth, but the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on
The winds of destruction. It's judgment. All right, from the nuclear missiles.
Straight.
Okay? Go ahead.
nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
From the real World War III, when real World War III kicks off, you're gonna know, man.
Straight.
All right, all nations gonna be involved. Russia, China. That's what you know is gonna be real. Not a little baby Iran.
Yep.
Okay, but let the weak say I'm strong. They're gonna be a strong nation.
That's right.
Ground from if the military, if them American troops went into Iran on their land, ground for ground fighting, they'll get demolished. They don't know the terrain of that land. They barely knew the terrain of Afghanistan. Oh, that's right. Ground for ground, they'll get dealt with, man.
That's right.
You know, it's just that Esau is the prince of the air,
That's right.
right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east.
Prince of the air, so it's air forces, these military aircrafts and stuff like that.
That's right.
Fighter jets.
Right.
That's why he's able to just and his drones,
Yeah, satellites.
satellites,
Hold on. That's right.
right?
Right.
That's why he's able to just drop bombs and dip off.
That's right.
His military doesn't even have to get touched. That's why they're so proud.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what we're saying. Don't let not a mighty man boast in his might, right? Because that's the pride of America. They make boast in that with their military capabilities. Yeah, but they think they have something else coming, right? That's gonna cut them down. People say that pride is the department one departs from his maker.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it says verse 2 says, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried in a loud voice to the four angels to whom was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
That's right. It's the service of our power, the elect. The elect of Israel. That's right. That are going to be slaves for great deliverance. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the reason why war hasn't kicked off yet.
Kind of straight.
All right, the angels are holding back the four winds. So we for the elect to be sealed.
That's right.
Okay? Yeah. And we know, right? Pastor Tahar was saying that the FOTB has to come first before any war kicks off.
That's right.
Right? So that's how we're measuring the time.
That's right.
You know, a lot of people get a little excited, they see this happening, whatever. But that's just slow theater of war, man.
That's right.
You know, war, rumor of war. The build up.
Yep.
You know, it's giving the nations time to get angry, prepare for the real deal.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They're giving Iran a reason to hate the war.
Yeah.
All right. So it's like, all right, you got us. You know, we'll, and then looking weak is actually a way to confuse the enemy as well.
Yep.
All right. So Iran, they look weak right now, right? But who knows what they got up their sleeve? For real. You know, you don't know where. You know, Russia could have just sent them a thing and one time on the low. Say, yo, hug that. We'll give you the the information to build it. You guys do your thing. right? Figure it out. Fine. Nobody knows you guys have it, right? And then just bam, just like that. You know? So he thought that this was a weak nation that wasn't plotting on revenge and defense and defending their nation. Right? Because that's all nations, you know, if you're a real nation, you want to be able to protect your nation, right? The land and whatever, your resources and stuff like that. Yeah. Wherever the Israelites dwell, you know, you know, we don't have no military freedom, man. Okay, we're actually afraid to our enemies, man. We're like vassal states. We just give resources to Esau. That's it. Whoever, no, the slave. Yeah, that's it.
That's the pride of us. That's the pride of so he thinks he knows everything. He thinks like what he's saying. He thinks that he has spies over and he's gonna know that these guys have these weapons, these guys have these weapons. They have this, they don't have that. So because he thinks he knows everything, he can't consider the fact that he might get outmaneuvered.
Yeah, because the scripture does say, "Let the weak say I'm strong," right? So how are they going to prove that they're strong?
Exactly.
You got to have something backing them. You know,
Right.
it's not to say Russia and China are going to back Iran, but sometimes nation got to do it on its own too.
Right.
And they want that landmass of Iran because they don't have that Federal Reserve. What's the Federal Reserve over there? Or the IMF? Right. They're not linked up. They're like one of the 4 or 5 nations that are not linked up with the IMF or the Federal Reserve. See what I'm saying? So Esau's gonna want that land. In his carnal mind, he still wants to go in there and get that land and set them up beyond the world reserve currency. No? What the fuck is going on over there? No? Go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel 28 verse 10 says, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai power shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of the animal villages, I will go to them that are at rest, but dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates."
Right, that's America right there.
That's right.
That's the land without no gates.
Yeah.
No walls, right?
That's right.
So, America, it's never been penetrated even if it doesn't have any borders, really.
Yeah.
That's just a prophecy for them to penetrate.
That's right. As well, because this the going to go to the power zoning nation, the rules where they're exchanging that's information with each other. Basically, it's like a theater of war. So they we things kind of each other. Also, they're also not to the win. We actually talk to have a real fight.
Exactly.
You see, so that's it. But yeah, looks like a natural. When we until the let's have sealed. Right. Like the last being sealed, like day by day, on a we're now start that sealed to the next. Once that has how to feel, and that's when like all other reviews. So but the most of the time to come to the blind. Think about that you probably the most that works with these mother things. Again, they address them. So not to not something to go to a Russia problem with America. Okay, that's going to be like a real war. Okay.
Got a scripture? This is Revelation 6:3. Main point is important. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him.
This Esau Edom. Okay? Right. Dragon. Right. Okay. He has power, right? Horse represents power. Esau had that power. Okay?
That sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. There was given unto him a great sword.
That was his blessing. Isaac used blessing the sword, and that's the way he actually takes and acquires power. He doesn't acquire righteousness. What he will do is he will oppress people, and then he will take that features for himself. But it's something that they are too. Take it. He doesn't actually know how to use it, and then he would oppress Israelites. So especially you different tribes, like for example, tribe of Benjamin, different islands, well, like those particular areas, it would take the resources. Puerto Rico is very original. So they have different land. What's it called?
stuff like that. Relatively spices, but not even fries for our situation today. You will have control over as if you took my life.
I gotta say something. We're also coming up on March. Go back into Greek mythology. Mars. March is named after Mars, which is the god of war. Right? So I'm gonna read pretty much the war.
Hold on, cause we got some scoffer on the comment board. Hold on, before you read that. So it's not Tyler Danbrook. He's like, hello. Can you guys give me a shout out for being only one here? Fuck out of here. And it is a damn Edomite. He's like, what? And he's like, and what are you guys talking about? We're talking about war. Okay? We're talking about war, man. Judgment on your nation. Okay? Don't come here with that bullshit, man. This is not a game to be playing. It's not a place where you come and talk shit and scoff, man. You're getting marked for death. Yeah, you're trolling. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say the best way to deal with a troll is to just ignore them, but nah, man.
Put curses on.
Yeah, we put curses on trolls, man. And we give exactly. We match energy.
That's what we're preaching on.
That's right. We match fucking energy, man. You want to be a fucking idiot? You see, the time of talking shit is gonna come to an end, man. When the Lord gives us the power, man, we're gonna be when the Lord gives us our spiritual power and executing judgment and being able to just bash heads in. That's the time that's what we're talking about. Okay? Because all this pussyfooting around, having to hide behind 911, all that bullshit, is coming to an end, man. We're gonna be 911 in the kingdom, man, and fuck 911. Okay? We're just gonna be the judges of the universe. Okay? Salakia, elder.
No, it's good.
Come on.
You need to be put in this place.
Yeah, bro. We can't have these people just trying to control the narrative on our platform, man. Man, this ain't for you, man. Get the fuck out of here, anyways. All right?
He said he's the only one here. That means he's listening. So for the last hour or so, we've been talking about your kingdom coming into Jerusalem.
That's right.
Right? So you know what we're talking about. We're prophesying about your kingdom and your nation going down, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it, buddy. Okay? And we do this with gladness and joy, man. This is music to our ears. It's music to Yahweh Shem Shai's ears.
Yeah.
Okay? This is a sweet smoke, sweet savor unto him, man.
They're all scared.
Exactly.
They come on the comment board and on videos and they talk shit and proud and all that stuff. But they're, deep down, they know what we're saying is true.
That's right. And honestly, if this didn't fall, I wouldn't have seen all that, eh? So, the spirit, the Lord wanted it to come out, bro. Yeah. The Lord.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Hey, church. Yeah.
The brother had to go back there and speak that comment. Now you're marked.
That's right, bro. You want a shout out? You got your shout out, Tyler Danbrook.
Tyler Danbrook, we're gonna on the Instagram news, man.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna hear about you, buddy. All right. CP24. Yeah, wherever you from, bro. Okay.
Some dumbass getting ran over by a fucking a snowplow.
Yeah.
Slow as hell, just run him over.
Yep.
That's when the demons go and fuck up his mind. Strange apparition. That's right. You thought yourself over coming on
Talking shit for no reason. Well, that's in either mind. Typical. Always have the way, think that they have the way it works or whatever the case.
Yep.
Fast to that language.
That's right.
Yeah. So we're going, Tyler. we're going into the God of War, which
That's right.
If in case you haven't noticed, your people are the Roman Edomites, man. Right? We're reading about the beast in Revelation 6:3. Right? You take peace on the earth.
That's
and
right.
Also, you go by the mythology in God, the Roman gods, and you follow them whether you believe it or not. Your elites. These are the gods that they pretty much revere.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. March is God of War.
Yeah, hi.
Mars, right? That's what it is.
That's right.
God of War.
And when you go into the real depth of Edomites, navigate every major war that's ever happened on the planet Earth, well, not on the planet Earth, in the sense that they're ruling, they've all been done in March, man. A lot of major events, bombings, people get shot up in schools and all that shit. Most of the time it's in March. Yep. March is like around April, May,
right? It's all you have to watch out, man. Columbine was in March.
They were like that was in March.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up when Sandy Hook.
April, March. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it says here the role and function of on the god Mars, originally an agriculture guardian. Mars evolved into a major Roman deity, representing war as a means to secure peace. That's Esau, man. And he operates the same way up to this day. Right? Go into your land, bring us democracy, goes in your bomb your shit, and next thing you know, you're pretty much bombed out on the field. And then you leave.
For the script.
Yep. Let's go up to Tyler.
That's right.
Because Jeremiah 28 verse 8. And you read the prophets that have been before me and before thee of all prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and evil and pestilence. Right? That goes this goes into like all the prophets all the way back to well, now Moses was on the scene in Egypt, show that different number of people go and that's the arms got plagues, okay? That destruction came out to Egypt, all right? So something that happened before them, like all these things, like something like all over again. It's the modern age, it's the America. It's prophesy unto you that it's going to be destruction. It's going to be destroyed. Get to the destruction, man. And this everything see we say all these countries that they're it's like trying to like build up their military systems. Right. Right. So it's all it's not like far-fetched. Yeah. And in Thailand also, before every kingdom, there's always the prophets always pop up before kingdom go down. That's right. Right. So all we're doing is pretty much edifying our people and the elect. So get ready, man. Until you eat advice to get ready too, because the kingdom's done.
Yeah, your kingdom's done, Tyler.
That's right.
Read it and read. You know what I'm saying?
God. Don't say verse 9 says the prophet which prophesied of peace when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known. The Lord has truly sent him. Right now, we're going to go by Ezekiel with the third chapter again. And yes, the third chapter is the time of peace, the time of war. We're in time of war, okay? Time of peace. Not right now. Okay, time of war right now. Right. The war to bring it in peace. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, at that point, and also man, people. That's right. Because if they were the real people, you'd be peace on them. It's for us right now. It's right. War.
Yeah. They're Revelation 6, man. That's great. Take peace on the herd. That's it. You know, when we get into the land, it's gonna be peace.
Right, because there is no righteousness beyond that land. That's right. That's what
Out of paradise.
right.
I was 6. Where's the clean
Yeah. You're gonna be in my plantation.
Yeah, got it.
Pass the road.
Right. You're gonna get passed around, Tyler.
Yeah.
Pharaoh, hope you're not in it. Pharaoh,
Yeah, you're gonna be working sanitation. Yeah.
All of that bodies.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're gonna be doing the septic tank, sewage shit, whatever, all the sewage. Esau, I don't want to really see Esau, but a lot of you might still gotta work hard in the sun too, though, because you guys hate the sun.
Yep.
The sun hates you. Yeah, underground in the sun, working hard.
Sunburn.
No, shirt off, everything. No hat. Okay, no visor to protect you. No shades on. You know the Esau has to wear a shade. Protect his blue eyes. It's a beautiful blue eyes, right? Don't be up. Recessive gene. Okay, your green eyes, recessive eyes genes. Okay, having brown eyes is not a recessive gene. It's actually you're supposed to have brown eyes, melanin in the eye to protect. It's like a barrier from the sun as well.
Every person that has blue eyes wear glasses.
Yeah, it's true.
Or contacts.
That's true.
And it's ironic you go into melanin because like you guys work so hard to go tan, well it's like getting tan and darker, but then you talk shit about people that have melanin and brown skin. But you're working hard to get it yourself. People because they have credit.
Let's just get yeah. You have that? You're holding it?
No, I already brought it out.
Oh, you brought it up. Oh,
Oh, you brought it up already?
Bring it out again.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
Can bring it out again.
Yeah, I'll get that for you.
Okay.
6 and 3.
Yeah. It's cold too, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it. Sorry, you know what I mean?
There's a real man out here, man.
Yeah.
Tyler.
He's in his
Keyboard warrior.
He's in his grandma's basement,
Yeah.
jerking off,
Yeah.
talking shit.
Yeah.
You know.
This is the book of Revelation 6 verse 3. It reads, and when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Esau's not satisfied with a calm evening, man. He always has to do some chaos. Then it's the menace.
Oh, that's right.
He's not satisfied until he's done wicked things.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit. You know?
Yeah.
This man always has to start up some chaos, some war, some mischief.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Plotting against the just, right? That's what this devil does. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, that's not that, right?
No.
Okay, fine.
Says, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
The old Psalms text. Get that one I called for though? Yeah. For Tyler as well. Alright. 10, verse 3, and it says,
What's that?
walk into flesh, do not war after the flesh.
Big time.
hold on. He's just holding.
Yeah, nice.
This week. Oh, win?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, so like I said, this is for you,
Yeah.
Tyler.
You want to send one of them?
No,
You want to send one of these guys?
no, that's good. Brothers want anything?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 Corinthians 10, verse 3. And it says, though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Yeah, so you see us, to you, this is a quote unquote protest. It's not. It's a peaceful assembly. Right? But your carnal mind, you'll see that, oh, what are you guys doing? No, we're standing up for our nation, man. We're ushering the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That's right. Okay. So you're like, what's going on here? Like, whoa, who are you guys? Right? You see us in our superhero capes, right? You're like, what the fuck's going on? You're bugging out. You can't believe it's a glitch in the matrix. Yeah, we are the glitch in the matrix. That's right. Damn right. You know? And when people see us, what do they have? They have cognitive dissonance. That's right. They're like, I didn't just see that. They start bugging out like they're like what's an agent from Matrix?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they act, right?
It says here, for our weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down strongholds.
Yeah, we're breaking down your reality, man. Your reality is a false reality. It's not real, man. Everything based on illusion, right? Witchcraft, sorcery. Yeah. You know? You've been duped. You've been had. Bamboozled. Yeah. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, sure.
So that's why we're here. To cast down all those vain imaginations.
That's right.
Basically, like what Gideon doing it in a spiritual sense, right? Gideon back then, when he was called up to be a judge, he's tearing down those altars of Baal. Yeah. You know, people were worshiping. So that's what the prophets are doing now by tearing down all these strongholds, all these different idols, because those same idols are back then exist right now, right? So we're tearing down all these different imaginations and different
philosophies too, because it's both really and truly those darkness. Is what I'm saying. Right. This is okay. Last verse, and it says, verse 5, 2 Corinthians 10, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Allah.
That's right. We're here. We're set up to bring every soul and spirit to the obedience of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right?
Okay. Jeremiah 28. Jeremiah 28 and 28. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yep.
So I think I forgot who mentioned that the prophets are sent for kingdoms get destroyed. Right? Prophets always said Egypt, the same shit happened. Prophet was Moses. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Moses, Aaron. Really Moses first, right? So it's in every kingdom it's always happening. Greek, during the time of the Greeks, we were there too. Right? Romans, same shit. Right? All these major kingdoms, they went down. Before they went down, the Lord told you that you're going down. And why you're going down. Because you've been doing X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Right?
Mas say, going back on the time of Adam, we had God.
I was bringing that up right now.
Well, they can't let it.
Yeah,
Something had a point about as well. Jeremiah was even talked about it prior to the kingdom, the Babylonians come, right? Because they were making children, right? They would say, essentially they were mocking it, right? Jeremiah actually, even the prophets back then, experiencing an element of mockery as well, pushback, especially from old people, right?
Luke 1:7, and he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which are being sent to the world began.
That's right.
Right? So Adam was getting rebuked when he was going off. Right? That's why when the scripture talks about in Genesis the cool of the day, right? When the prophets are preaching, it's like now, Jacob's going off. The prophet was telling him, yeah, you're gonna be down for a while. Because this is was lost. Right? Just like how now telling Esau he's going down in perdition for forever. Yeah, here from the beginning, we're here at the end, popping up again.
I did. So. Oh. Really? Oh wow.
Jeremiah 28 and 9, it says, the prophet which prophesieth peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord, Yahweh Yahushai, hath truly sent. Right now, just like Jeremiah, he spoke the truth, but people mocked him. Stop the score. Oh, you guys know what you're talking about. Oh, you guys went in the kingdom. You guys are going to have what's happening. You guys are be ruling. You guys are going to have superpowers. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, sure, whatever you say. But when it fucking happens, these things that we're saying are going to happen, they're like, fuck, these guys, these shit doesn't happen. It started happening. Right? And then the funny thing is, when you try to actually come and find us, the Lord's going to remove us because it's the time of the word. We're not going to be here doing this, Tyler or Taylor, whatever the fuck your name is, right? We're not going to be out here doing this shit. So then when shit actually starts happening that you heard us say, like, fuck, no, those are right. Okay, are they still on the YouTube? Fuck, their page is down. Okay, I know they're at this place in Toronto. Let me go. They're not there. Oh, shit. You're going to start bugging out because you guys don't know what the fuck's going on. You guys don't know what the fuck's going on. You guys are worried about the Epstein files. That's what you're worried about. That's what shocking.
None of those men are going to get arrested.
Yeah.
That's not up sir. Because, that's Esau's kingdom, man. They're not in trouble with other men. Yeah. But Bill Cosby, allegedly, spiked these girls' drinks.
Right.
And he was on the fucking first page of All Your Minds for years.
Yeah.
Diddy, who's a swinger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had nothing compared to what Epstein and those guys and Trump and all those guys are doing. But no one is bringing up their names. So it is what it is. Okay.
The book of Isaiah, verse 1. You read, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Sit in the confusion. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Talking about America. The Edomites. Okay.
Yeah. It says, sit on the ground. There is no throne.
Yeah, you're gonna be brought low.
That's right.
Right. Right now you're on high. Everybody, all nations have to bow down to you. Everybody has to kiss the rings of America, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody has to kiss the wall of Amalek, right? Land of Israel.
Yeah.
Everybody has to kiss the wall, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. You know? But the Lord said you can be brought down.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone.
And the child kings were known for heavy witchcraft, man. Doing heavy sorcery and stuff like that. Just like you got Babylon, you know, Babylon, the great America, where it had a lot of witchcraft, man. Heavy witchcraft, man.
That's right.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, take the
So
millstone.
much witchcraft, these people don't even think that they're under witchcraft. That's how bad it is. But they really think a witch is a witch. Wearing a hat, wearing the all black, you know that witch gown, all black witch gown. Fine. Go ahead. Yeah. Elton Pie, all Go on. You got something quick? Okay. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Real quick, though, it's interacting with the witches. Like, you don't even realize that these rockets are witches.
Right. To be falsified.
Falsified,
Right.
pharmakia, that's a witchcraft.
Yep.
Right. And even I was reading a video about this today where these doctors, when they do their credit code, they talk about they're making up links to Apollos, to the gods of Greece. I'm like, senior, you guys are reading this.
As long as that, it's kind of goes.
There you go.
Like, you know, he's not reading. Exactly. Go ahead. Yeah. What?
I was gonna say that also, when they're reading, and if you look at the whole script, credit code, you're basically putting a spell on yourself. You're literally putting a spell on yourself through these guys.
It's just like damn Greeks too, and they're doing their Greek fraternities, and they're doing their rituals and their seances and stuff like that. It's all demonic.
It's all
man.
demonic,
It's all witchcraft.
The blood of medicine, so it's Asclepius.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. It's the same one with the the two slap with the
It's like Lucius. Yeah.
But Isaiah 7 verse 2 says, take the millstone and grind meal and cut with the logs.
Yeah, he said you don't have to work now, Esau. We're talking about DEI, they're taking their jobs, all this. Nigga, you didn't want to do the big ass snowstorm in New York in the tri-state area. You didn't want to snow. You didn't want to work. They're paying $30 an hour.
Jake was the one.
It was Jake that was working. When you talk about they're taking our jobs, right? What the fuck you want? Esau, you're a piece of shit liar, man. You're a lazy bitch.
How can someone take something happy?
Fuck sense. That's so much work in America, man.
Yeah, you should be happy that the president said other nations
Yeah.
are taking these shitty jobs, man.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want them to get rich.
Exactly.
That's what.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But you're a piece of shit, Esau.
Yeah.
You know? You're gonna pay, man. Dear.
Says, make the ledge.
Real quick. Exodus 5 and 13. And it says the task it hastened them, saying, fill your works, fulfill the tasks. And when there was straw, the officers and the children of Israel, which Pharaoh's taskmasters had set over them, were weak and demanding, wherefore ye will not fulfill. Your task in making brick both yesterday and today as heretofore. So I'm reading this because back in ancient Egypt, there was a lot of haste to us in the work, right? So just like how the scriptures describe how America is originally Sodom in Egypt, there's a strong hatred for Jake because Jake is the one that's actually doing work daily. So exactly, it's actually to keep his kingdom actually running. You actually need Jake. But Jake is the one that's being hated for it, just like back then. Yeah. Right, that's the next one.
Yeah, because I also, right? You hate us so much, you hate Jake so much, you hate black so much, black people so much. Don't use any of the inventions we created them. And see how your life.
Yeah, we did in the winter, the heaters.
Yeah,
We did in the summer with the AC. Yeah,
you wouldn't be able to refrigerate your
no
food.
fridges.
No internet, no Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
no phones.
But you hate black people so much. We created all these inventions for you to use, right? Okay. All you created was a patent on this. That's it. You know? Sounds a damn devil, man. You don't create shit.
Wait.
So let's look up. We gotta be stout to our enemy. We gotta have a stout look to our enemy. They have a stout look towards us. You know? Oh, they gotta look down on this damn thing. That's how I feel with that. Okay, don't hold them bullshit. Okay? Whatever, on the job, you gotta be cordial, how's it going? Yeah, you watch the game, yeah, whatever. Fuck all that though. The spirit, fuck all that. Yeah, you do it, go through motions, fuck all that. Man. Sure. So off the clock, fuck you, sure. All right?
That's what that's exactly what they do with themselves when they're running. So
Yeah, fuck you, baby. You know?
these niggers, like that's what you guys are saying among yourselves. But why would that be towards you? We're not your buddies. We're not your friends.
Yeah. And we know,
We know the truth.
in reality, Jake don't hang with you. Like, let's be real. And Esau don't hang with Jake. You know what I'm saying? It's just the reality of the matter, of the whole thing, man. That's why your ways are different than ours, man.
That's why that's the Edomite. Edomite look at man and says, "Bro, Jake, he's not an Edomite." Right. He's not an Edomite.
Yeah, if you can hang with Jake and Jake has you around, you're more than most like that. Because you can't just be around Jake. Jake don't like, you don't want no squares around him like
All
that.
the girls too. All the girls that Jake.
Yeah. Yeah.
He says, "Those two take the millstone and run mill, uncover the locks, make clear the legs, uncover the thighs, uncover the rivers. The nakedness shall be uncovered."
Yeah, you're inexposed, Esau. All right? So-called white people. All right? And you Jays, you small hats, you're the same as the so-called white people. You guys are both Edomites. Don't try and run this psyop.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're different. We're different. No, you're just the elite of your people. You guys are all white, the so-called white, so to speak. That's right. That's right. Yeah,
Yes, this was talking about witchcraft, right? And this is the place of witchcraft. This is the bloody cinch. Tyler, this is for you. Yeah. So everyone, what? Go to the bloody city. It's all full of lies and robbery. The pretty part is not. The noise of whip, the noise of the rattling of the wheels.
this place is full of lies, man.
God.
Okay, from the root, the foundation of this place. Okay, it's full of lies, man.
Yeah.
We're still even uncovering lies that were like even in Hollywood, these damn inverts and shit like that. How many people that are really born men that are women and vice versa? All type of weird shit. Man. Why are you going so deep with this witchcraft stuff? And just fooling the people, man. Like, what's the point? What's the purpose of all of this?
It's on purpose.
Yeah. The world. I've only been jerking off. But it's a funny.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
Like the sick.
Back then, because like they took out the documentary that I loved watching. Exposed Amalek, why Hitler went off on them, so called.
Yeah.
The 1920s Berlin,
Yeah.
Babylon in Berlin. They had Babylon over there, right? And it showed you how Amalek guys were into Protestancy, right? They went to pedophilia, they were into transgenderism, men dressing as women dressing as men. More. And all their top actors were nothing but lesbians. Wow. It was a documentary called 1920 Berlin. Babylon. They took it up. God.
Probably on Odyssey or Rumble.
I'll have to look for it.
Yeah.
Back books that they were burning all the foreign shit.
Yeah.
But in the media, they made it seem like Hitler was burning all the books from the library, like all the good books, like the education.
Yeah.
No, it was all the foreign shit.
Oh, the
Yeah. You see, you saw you got paid for that, man. I I remember that shit. Because Esau was like, "Oh, they were burning books.
Yeah.
They were burning the books in Germany." Like, but they not telling you what books.
Yeah.
So you're a devil, man.
It was a porn. It was a transgender shit.
You on that?
All of it.
They studied that.
Yeah, they studied
They
it.
studied the LGBT stuff.
Yeah.
It was an Amalekite that did that.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you go.
Yeah, you have there. All those porn directors, all those big porn companies. Oh, Amalek, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it never really left their blood.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to corrupting the nation, they know how to do it, man. They start with the sex, break the family down, and then they turn your fucking daughters into sons and sons into daughters, man. You know, it goes deep. That's another level of witchcraft right there. You know, and then they give you their stars too. Like superstars.
Oh yes.
You know, this is the new star, like fucking all the right. Boy, you know, you look, all the girls are beating off with this man might be a woman. Jeez, you know, I'm not saying he, but you know,
Never know.
You know, but just an example.
I was the actual break that Hitler. They made it seem like Hitler fucking hated Jake. The Germans actually liked Jake. When they're doing the Olympics, they loved him. They told him about the history. A lot of Jake went back there and had children. They didn't want to come back to America. He was still over there. He was still over there.
Germany.
Yeah, the German was loved it.
In Germany, right? So in Germany, if you get racist, you get racist, and it's on film, you get charged. You get charged over here.
Just like Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil, same way.
Switzerland, the one of the
Oh yeah.
what's up, Brazil? Still outside it's a racism, man. You go two room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah, they put
Fuck
up
two row there.
fucking
Fuck you,
next to
bro.
the toilet.
Yeah, I said it.
And then, yeah, and then throw it in there, and then like the other people come through and stop serving it.
Wow.
We're there for like 40 minutes, not getting any food. So I'm thinking like, oh, we were there before the
Tip?
Not the tip, but
Yeah, fuck that.
wow, man. Yeah, man, it was. I'm like, I never experienced that much first time, so I'm like, all right,
Yeah, the hell with this damn Brazilian steak. I hate these damn restaurants out here, man. I'd rather go to a little, all that have to serve good food. Pop shop.
yeah,
I don't need to sit with you damn Edomites, man. Oh, I gotta prove to myself that I can tip.
yeah.
I gotta prove to you that I'm gonna tip you. Fuck out of here, man.
But
That's a scam in itself.
yeah,
Right? Why does the employer not pay their employee the correct amount of wage so you don't have to tip them?
Put the guilt on the customer.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
That's wickedness, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Exactly.
Take your confidence to that mouth and say that Christian works. How should I set up the streets? Nobody to and back to the point thing, because Hebrews describes our people as Esau as a profane person, because in the porn industry have mostly Amalek that's in charge of that. All of them. It's all Amalek pushing that by pushing, right? Mostly. Oh,
Yeah. The one that got shot. The one that started. He's the one that started putting porn in the Bible together. He got shot in the 80s and he couldn't walk. Made a movie on him too. Pretty much mixed porn with the Bible, the Adam and Eve company and all that stuff.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. So the Christians, the Edomite Christians in the 80s got pissed off, and then some guy run up on him when they were in the street and shot him, and then he got paralyzed. I don't know. It's the guy that one of those porn companies.
Oh,
Yeah, production company. I think it's Adam and Eve.
Oh,
Adam and Eve. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, and it has an apple too with a steak. Yeah, man. Let me read the rest of this. The horse that lifted up the Christ. For the Christmas here, and this is the most of Spain, and a great number of carcasses that there is none to the end of their corpse. They stumble upon their corpse. Because of the multitude of whoredom of the well-favored harlot, the missions of witchcraft. The point that celebrations through whoredom
and families feel witchcraft. So this is like the first line tell you everything. It's all full of lies. And then when witchcraft goes deep, man, it goes into entertainment, right? It goes into money. Money is the big witchcraft. That's why people are killing each other for it, man. Murdering each other for it, right? You have no time of the day. You go to work all day. You just for that money, man. Right? It's all full of witchcraft. That money, you know. Yeah.
The punishment for a witch or a whore, so that's why America is just be burned at the stake. That's what we want. That's what the other brother read. That's what we like scared. So, all the countries on the how they not sure, right? But going on struts, right?
Roger, they play the war. The judgment is fire. So the judgment is waiting for America. So America's also gets better than the war.
But I like the word pharmacy. Kind of went into it and died. So I was doing it today. So the word pharmacy and etymology. Oh, I'm gonna go a little about to get more to the point about stuff here. It says pharmakia. It says a healing or harmful medicine, right? A healing or poisonous herb, a drug, poisonous potion, magic, potion, right? So, like, the thing about witches is that they always promote. I'll give a perfect example. We watched the Game of Thrones, right? There was an episode with Daenerys girl, and her man was sick, got cut by a man. Yeah, he was sick. It was poison, right? Ironically, it was the witch that gave the poison to him first. But the point is that this woman went to the witch for help. She said, "I can heal him. I can heal him," right? And she believed it like an idiot, right? Everyone was told her not to do it, and the witch promised, like, "I can heal him." So she got the witch did a ritual, right? With a horse heart, right? And then he got technically healed from the poison. But what he got worse was even more fucked. But he was put in a comatose state, right? And that's what witches do. They promise you something. They might actually deliver on this one thing, but then there will be side effects that's actually worse than the original thing that you got problem.
They don't tell you
Exactly, right? That's what America does. They say, "Oh yeah, we'll help you with this, and this," and they might actually do it temporarily, right? But then they'll come with all this other bullshit, right? So when they go into your nations, go into your countries, they say, "Yeah, we're gonna do partnership with you. We'll help you." Da 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 da. Right? They come and help. Exactly. Right? Venezuela.
Yeah, your daughters are whores now.
Exactly.
Yeah, your children are disrespectful now.
Exactly. And not knowing that they're the ones that actually started the problem for you to need them in the first place.
God.
That's the whole joke. That's how they work. So that's why you guys are gonna be burned with the missile, with the fire from nice missiles, because you guys are America as a that war is a witch, right? Harlot and a witch. That's why Tyler, your people. That's why also Obadiah. You guys are gonna be burned.
After 1,000 years,
Yeah, you guys are gonna be burned. So that's why you should. I don't even know why you're on the live stream. You should be enjoying your time right now. You're in Edomite. Why are you over here? This is your kingdom, bro. Live it up. Exactly.
such as most value. The good example of that was when that thing that came out a couple years. You know, knowing the side effects thereof, they realized plots happening, you know, finding all of these different stuff that's going on inside their body.
And I can see too. Oh, and to then see well high. They didn't say that, but I just can tell because after the pandemic, babies don't being made like that. You know? It's sad, because the next generation. Look,
Yeah, yeah.
that's why they're bringing in all these immigrants, man. Heal up. Because these people are not producing as much as they used to. You know, that, like, you saw that the other one tricked into getting an education first.
Yeah. That amazing time,
You know?
The word position of the officer.
Yeah.
Book of Proverbs 6:16. It reads, these 6 things does the Lord Yahweh hate. Yeah, 7 are an abomination unto him.
Yeah. You saw everything that's about to be listed is you.
Yeah, wait, Tyler.
Tyler. Yeah.
It's close, Tyler.
This is close.
It says, a proud look. Strong like them. I said, a proud
Yeah,
look.
you know how he looks, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, Trump, he does that look.
Yeah.
Eagle face. You know? Right?
Yeah, I said, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood.
That's you Edomites. That's your culture. So-called white people, man.
That's right.
Okay, you shed innocent blood. Okay, and you have not paid for that, man. The balance has not been still hasn't been balanced yet. It's not, you know? So this land is still polluted. The Lord requires your blood.
That's right.
And it doesn't matter if that was your forefathers. Okay? The Lord deals with generational curses, man.
That's right.
Generational judgments.
That's right.
The Lord can give a fuck if it was your forefathers, right? You are your forefather. How about that?
That's right.
You Edomites don't want to deal with reincarnation because you know the judgment, right?
All right.
Oh, okay. Well, you're benefiting off of your forefathers, are they not?
That's right. They are.
The property inheritance that's being passed down onto them, right?
That's right.
No. How about you don't benefit from your wicked forefathers then? Get it from the mud, build it from the ground up then. Oh, no, I get it. No. Well, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah, back here. Yeah. The children, this is Ecclesiasticus 41:7. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake.
Yeah, you are being reproached. We got you being reproached right now, man. We're calling you out on your bullshit. Okay? And all the wickedness that you've done to our people. Man. Yeah, our people are wicked. Yeah. But we're the chosen of the Most High. So we gotta, you know what I'm saying? And we're the apple of the Lord's eye. Okay? And the Lord's gonna make us whole in the kingdom. So regardless if our people are wicked, it doesn't matter. It's for what you did to us. Okay? Don't say, oh, well, blacks to slavery. No. It has nothing to do with what you did to us. You still have to be judged for that, right? Okay?
You guys had a 400-year head start, 400+ year head start, and look where you guys are still. You guys, people are still in poverty, right? Not all of you guys are wealthy. You guys got people in poverty producing the drugs, right? Look, the food's all fun, everything's all fun. You guys had a 400-year head start, and this is what you're able to do with it. And you have to talk about us, Jake. Oh, well, you guys should still apply yourself. First of all, and the fact is, we're actually taking your jobs. A lot of Jake is taking these high-paying jobs for Esau, where Esau used to conquer, right? Because even these Edomites, these companies, there you go. That's it. It's gonna work.
There's a weakness chat, jargon chat. That's it. They don't fucking do much, right?
Yeah.
You guys are losers. You go to work for friends.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
You know, you lunch together and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are losers, right? You know, you never made friends in college and high school, bro. Those are not your friends. You have to go to work for friends. You know?
Hey, Joe.
Yeah. God, man. You guys are losers, man.
Oh, boy.
Wimps. Go ahead. Another point. It's not somebody is actually covering in society. Yeah, I need somebody right? And that just take 1%. Take one that's out there. Let me show you how. See how Esau's so inefficient? In this world, right? Let's just say you want to build build a building in this world, right? In order to get the contract and the deal, you gotta take the person out for dinner or some shit. And wine and dine the, you know what I mean? Smoothing over the deal. And what is that? The money right? It's not.
It's a handshake.
Yeah. The money right? What's the plan? What materials you gonna use? What's going on? No, you gotta, lots of kids. Kids, man. Kids will die, nigga. All right. Yeah, get straight to the point. That's what Esau always not getting straight to the point, man. Get to the straight to the point, bro. Okay, and that's why I'm saying this kingdom is so inefficient. You know how much time being wasted there? Look how long it took for these guys to open up the Eglinton LRT, man. Shit. And then the freaking French LRT is slow as fuck. You can run faster than it. Okay, you can't build shit, man.
All you gotta do is just sit at a round table and talk. Say nothing.
Oh, this is people, people.
And if that, yeah, no team meeting. That's what it is. Oh, I didn't say meetings. You know, meeting about nothing.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Just to say they're doing, oh, what's the update on the process? Like, you know, fuck off, man. Yeah,
Shut the traffic down, kicking Jake out,
yeah.
Jake out of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Just for that shit.
Yeah.
Corporate, real quick, corporate meetings. I've been in those. You know, you sit there and listen to Esau and other people talk, and you're like, yo, the answer is this. And you tell them that you don't want to hear the actual answer. They want to hear stuff that sounds
Some
nice.
jargon.
Yeah.
Some roundabout answer to get to the answer.
Yeah.
They don't want a direct answer.
But they don't want that.
They want some roundabout. Oh yeah.
Like, oh, this is the problem. This is why aren't you doing it? Well, you know, because we might have to talk to this guy. And part of what I feel is saying, it's because like when you want to do the answer, sometimes doing the right thing is not, you know, it's not always about doing like right things. Always like, you might have to cut someone, you're fired, right? You're done. You're not doing a good job. You gotta go, right? But they don't want to do that. They want to be like, you know, I like Joe. You know, is there another way we can somehow make this work? And you know, Jake's not like that. Jake's like, no, this guy's a go.
No, but if it was Jake fucking around,
Oh yeah, you're fired.
Get rid of him, no problem. He was inefficient.
Yeah.
He wasn't a team player.
Yeah,
You know, fuck off, Esau. Finish the song with it. Yeah.
Spoken now, Proverbs 6 verse 18, and read on the heart that the verse look at imaginations. Feet that pursuit wanted to mischief.
Esau.
That's right. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren.
Esau. That's you, Esau.
Last part, like when you go to back home. The death did that. This was were amongst grudging.
Oh yeah, they infiltrated. They bought out Jake. Yeah, Jake switching side agents and all type of shit, man. Yep. CIA, FBI.
Yep. What did it what happened?
Yeah, very.
What we did out.
Yeah, man was like 20 years old, right?
Yeah, God, he's
Young Jake, and he's threatened by a 20-year-old Jake, man. This is no Jake has power, though, but you know, the Lord wasn't with that, obviously, you know, but Jake has power, man. These Edomites don't have no fucking power.
Right.
You know?
They're trying to do the same thing with this. They've already infiltrated.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So they're in here. You know? But it's not gonna, you know, this is from the Lord, so it's not.
Yeah.
That's not gonna win him.
Yeah, you gotta do whatever you want. The Lord is still in control.
That's right.
All right? The Lord knows it's going to be agents. He
The
set
Lord
that up.
turned you in,
Yeah,
agent.
yeah.
You know?
It was also like I don't think he's gonna bounce right. He was like, oh, the support system. The right and left. But like the last best, like you have members that can't together because of one problem. You know, all the judges, all the supporters, they said same, we're on the same thing. Oh, yes, we have people that for us, it's actually for you, and that's why this is not for you, but it actually goes all together to oppress you, man. That's why this is for the brethren. To bring it from the heart. That's such a so that's
Because they like to portray the Democrats like as if they're
good.
good and like they're working class and they're like basically for the poor.
yeah,
Right.
But they're just as rich as the Republicans.
Lose all the game.
Their kids go to private school. The Democrats' kids go to fucking private school.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't go to a regular peon school. No regular US you know,
That's saying that they don't believe in what they're preaching.
non-funded school because they took away the funding, right? The government took away the federal funding for schools in the US.
Right.
You think they're having their kids going to no federal back funding school? Fuck out of here, man.
You know, that's why, you know, it's hard for them to do it. But we should teach the sons at home. Yeah. That should be done. You know, 'cause everything that Father brothers here are learning fucking those schools don't apply to life. What do we apply to life that we learn in the high school?
Not. It's simple math. Oh yeah, it's just math.
Or,
Yeah.
that was all fucking useless. We should be learning how to money, how to fix things, right? How to make things. Instead of that, you're in my classroom sitting down all day, and the next thing I'm telling him, oh, you're stuck. He doesn't sit still. Yeah, put him on his phone. Yeah, ADHD.
Should be learning farming. Right? We're out of farming.
That's what that's what we should be learning.
Husband's here, right?
You know,
Especially when I'm saying about ADHD, like a lot of young boys, they need to be outside. Right? They need to be outside because of testosterone, the hormones. They need to be outside. They can't sit. They're not supposed to be sitting still.
Fine. I was telling this guy like last week. I'm like, hey, if this with the European and the whole diagnostics, ADHD, all of us will get on pills. Because all of us we move around, man. And the hot sun, you can't sit there. It's crazy. The circles now kicking in.
And even how they had the British all over the Caribbean, right? How they had to have you just sitting in the class in the hot sun, right? And just and it, you get beat.
Man.
You shouldn't get beat for that. You shouldn't get beat for your way of teaching Esau is wicked, man. You know? Oh yeah. They keep you, they put you in a box in the class. It's hot as fuck. You're rebellious. You're kids, man. And then you have them in the uniforms, and they can barely move in the fucking uniform.
Listen, man, and I would kick them. I was kids them roaming, and going on for days, fucking months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Playing with the animals.
Yeah.
Right? We're not gonna worry about them. They have that testosterone, that spiritual power to just boogie, man.
Yeah, let's get that.
Zechariah?
That's Isaiah, right? Yeah. Gotta get that. Because they're not gonna be worried about our children in the kingdom, right? We have the children. Every day, the wife has a child coming for us. Septuplets, octuplets, right? You gotta bring back the nation, right? We ain't shooting no blanks, right? So, everything,
Where you having it?
I gotta say it.
Isaiah 11, 6, and it says, both shall also dwell lamb and the leopard.
Isn't that ironic? The wolf in sheep clothing, right? He fears to devour the lamb, but it's like, you know what? Go ahead, we're gonna play together, man, because everybody gonna eat the grass, the herbs, ground. But then, what we want Esau to be devoured by the animals, we can do that. Because he did it to us. But we need the alligators to get his babies.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna throw them in the moat, right? But we're gonna have certain games, have Israelites fighting for their life, and they ain't gonna make it. Yeah. It's not far fetched. The Esau is the devil because he'll tell you, it's a carnivore. He's a carnivore. Yeah, the bear. Well, the bear, they say bears are omnivolar. Polar is the only carnivorous. Yeah, he can't.
That one's gonna be eating grass.
Exactly. Yeah, Esau, you don't know nothing, man.
Exactly.
Most I can change the anatomy of anything he wants at any time, man. He's still trying to quantify shit. Like, you don't know nothing. You're not a scientist, bro.
Not scientist.
Yeah.
Isaiah 11:6, and it says, the leopard will lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and the little child shall lead them. The cow and the bear shall feed the young ones, they shall lie together, and the lion shall
There you leave your child.
It's abuse.
Man. Yeah, it's abuse. Yeah. Don't call CPS on us, children date on us. Fuck out of here, man. Where are the authorities? Okay. We're gonna be able to have our children play with snakes, lions. Okay,
That's right.
it's not gonna be a big deal to us, man. We're gonna have spiritual power.
Put their hands in their mouths.
Yeah. Boys,
Punch them in
snakes
the
at that.
face.
Yeah.
That's right.
What are we gonna be tripping about, man?
Oh, and I also, so I can add real quick. we're gonna be back to our normal size. So we're not gonna be. What you see, we're not gonna. We're gonna be back to our normal size.
So, but
Really?
But you're gonna be able to expect.
Yeah, you do that too.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Like,
That's true.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Our normal stature.
I get what you're saying, but you're right.
And then if we need to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Add
yeah.
some stature to us.
Yeah, yeah.
We could do that.
the angel that I saw my dream was the house right now. The angel that I saw my dream outlook was the house right now. Was as big as a building.
Wow. See?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? You see what I mean, though?
Yeah, that's one taller than the rest. Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's yeah. Right.
Esau, that's what you're saying. Esau has bones. Like they don't bring it up. They say it's not real, but it's real. They have bones of giants. Museums, and they don't put it the front display. They have it in the back, where only the people that like the elites can go and look at this stuff. But they have Goliath's sword. They have all these things. And you look at Goliath's sword, how big his sword was. It tells you how big he was just based off his sword.
Yeah.
Right.
And they do. I saw this. And they found the bones of someone from the town, Adam. They said this might be confused. But that's not easy, man. But someone from that time.
Yeah.
The finger was as long as like from here to like here. That was a big.
Yeah.
And it was factory. That was a female. They found a female and a male.
Yeah. Because really, our woman should be like 6, 7 feet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like you would call it the Amazonian, whatever they call it, the stature of a woman that's like tall, right? But really, our woman, because we're tall, we're gonna be tall, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
6, 7 feet for a woman is gonna be nothing. But even then, our woman might be even tall. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all the spirit, how the Lord proportions is out. But 5 feet ain't gonna be the standard of the kingdom. Our woman is gonna be bigger, man. That's what Esau. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Esau,
You're on the normal side.
yeah, normal puny human.
And that's why, real quick, what you were saying, that's why when you got guys like Bishop Nate saying how somehow the Edomites are going to take us back and take the kingdom back. How the fuck are they going to do that? How? Like, what are you talking about?
Spiritual power. How is that possible?
It also says Zechariah as
Yeah, so it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, breaking steel with his hands.
And it was even a temple you actually had, the priest had given him Goliath's sword. So the sword was really big. David was like a big dude back then.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? And in comparison to the rest of his brothers, so how big was the rest of his brothers?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
King's
They
Saul.
called him feeble, right? They called King David feeble.
Yeah.
And he was able to still take down the lion. Even though he was warring with the lion and the bear.
Yeah, smacking the shit out of him.
Yeah, it was literally playing around.
Like kids. Even Saul tells you, the scripture tells you Saul was the tallest man in Israel.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's especially
Oh, Benjamin. Yeah.
Was that for yours?
Oh, it's a last. Isaiah 11:8, it says, the sucking child shall play with the hole of an asp, and the weaned child shall put his hand in the cockatrice's den. Well, that's right in then. Yeah. So Black Widow. You know what I mean? Like,
Then you see the spiders in Australia, that's big as a man.
yeah. So because the human.
Human.
you.
I'm not going to that last. I don't even in the kingdom, I ain't going there. That's that. Man.
They got legs.
Yeah.
But those stomach spiders. Yeah. Right.
Oh, man. And like little dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Oh, man.
Pets, there's
Yeah.
foxes and guard.
Man.
You can take a human out.
They're,
Well, there's a lot of creatures that we still haven't seen. They're still hidden. There's a lot of islands that have creatures that we haven't seen.
I saw a weird wolf last night in a video. Weird wolf and then the weird face.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah, so our kids are going to be playing with those because the next thing we see Edomites, they always have their children with dogs.
yeah.
Big dogs look with a little cute kid and they're like,
Yeah.
smash them in the face and the dog is like, like playing with it. We're gonna have our kids playing with more dangerous animals than that. That's what's gonna happen.
That's great.
Yeah. We're gonna have those those big animals that were in our gardens.
Yeah.
Just for
Yeah, I'm gonna have them line up Jaguars and Tigers.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my compound, and
Side.
I'm gonna have Ishmael cleaning up the shit.
Yeah.
You know, Ishmael, he loves those
Yeah.
big cats, right?
Hanging around with the big cat.
Yeah. So Ishmael, clean it up. Clean it up, Ishmael. I don't want to see that in my compound. Bro.
Get that shit out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. Abu and that. Yeah, whatever.
I think I posted something. I was supposed to make 2 videos about that, but I forgot. A lot of people reminding me. Somewhere down in the Middle East, they have these. Where that wrestlers from? Chechnya. Them. They have sheep down there that look like the bump of like a female ass. So they use that for professionals.
Oh man.
Yeah, the guys in the mountain. You know?
Yeah, because they're not allowed to deal with women or whatever. Yeah, so then they just
They don't have balance.
yeah, those guys are
Yep. That's right. Fine. That's right. 8. And on 4. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, there shall yet old men and women fall in the streets of Jerusalem, every man with his staff, and for very age. The streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof.
That's beautiful. You know, that's an Epstein paradise. No, you can't get into that. You know, so you get no access. Access denied. All right, you have Edomite. That's Edomite's paradise right there, right?
Yeah.
You know, fuck you, Edomite. That's
So fucking wicked. You know that?
yeah.
Like that, it's so fucking wicked, man.
That's what you know. That's what you know what in the tells you what's going Solomon.
Yeah, what's up, Solomon? Yeah.
Yeah, first birds of children drinking their blood and all that stuff. It's the same thing that's going on right now, man. The same thing. Like they did what the Chinese did deal with the Canadian the Canaanites.
Yeah.
The Canaanites.
Yeah, drinking them.
Yeah, like all that shit, man. It's all back here. You know, that's what the Lord compared this to Egypt, compared to Assyria, compared to Babylon, because it's all one. The spirit is back here. All their gods are back here. The sacrifices are back here. All the treated children back here. Nothing new under the sun, man. You know?
harlots.
Yeah.
All those kingdoms,
Right back.
all back.
That's why these people can't stay out of here. Like, them out, but they want to come here still. It's for that judgment. So what they did to us and all those things that they did in the past, they come here and get that fucking fire. What do you think? There was a video of
Safety God, and they actually have a statue to Molech. They have a statue to Molech and they light it on fire. With Baal, right?
Yeah, wow.
It's all fuck. Baal and they had the America's flag, making a sacrifice like to kill the Americans, right? But it's like you're sitting there and we know what it is, right? But I'm sitting there like, wow, like you guys are just doing it and they're praising, they're cheering, yeah, right? So it's like back to what you're saying, there's no anything in the sun where we're over here in the West, so like I can't go to every single place in the world and look at every single island, every single city and see what their statues. We don't know everything, right? But we know they're doing it. We know they're doing it, right? All of them are doing it. Yeah. So even Iran, we talk about America, but these guys are wicked too, because it talks about it in Psalm 83, where it says the enemies. First it mentions Esau, but then it mentions Ishmael second, right after. That's not a coincidence. Ishmael's the one that was teaching Esau about Satan. Right? Yeah. He's the one that taught him all that shit.
about this.
How to read this version that really do it.
When you go back to the town when the brothers sold Joseph to Ishmael.
Yeah.
It's human trafficking from
Yeah. That's weird.
They love that shit.
Yeah.
They've been into it from time. You know?
But when we deal with Esau, who do you think is next? Who's going to get the bottom of Ishmael?
Because he's very proud. Yeah. Of the money,
A-Rap, buddy.
That shit got to his head, man. Yeah, you know, because there are princes too. But that got to his head. You know, he looked down. He been looking down at Jake. Yeah. Brothers ever get a chance to like go to different spots in the city, different ethnicity. You walk up in there, it's a fucking rap. They look at you like it's a shit. Man.
Even in even in Palestine, there's a place called Slave Town.
Yeah.
And it's just Jake. Just Jake that lives there. They call it Slave Town. They treat Jake like shit there.
Yeah.
But you don't hear about that. Everyone's saying Palestine, Palestine. If you go to this place in Palestine, Slave Town, you're not gonna feel bad for the Palestinians. That's right. You're not gonna feel bad for them. You won't feel bad. You're like, yeah, I know.
They're pieces of shit. Because they had their time to rule. Yeah, they had their time to rule. You're right. Friggin' Saladin, those guys, they during the Crusades.
That's right.
They took over our land, right? Yeah, they were. Yeah. Now, all those guys, they had their time to rule that area, right? Then you guys got conquered. That's your loss.
You know, war was pure.
You know,
Man to man, sword.
Yeah,
Sword.
sword.
So you cut Jake's heads off.
Yeah. But you got comfortable, man. That's what happens. When you conquer a land, you're supposed to defend it still. You're supposed to, you know, but that's all the spirit of the Lord. Yeah. But you get comfortable, it's like, yeah, now it's time to celebrate. We won, X, Y, and Z. You don't know they should come up to rise up against you, though. You gotta always have that in the back of your mind.
Right? And look at them, I'm like roll up on them, just like how you might roll up here on God, just peacefully. Hit boats, just low, can you take us in?
Yeah.
Can you help us? Then just flip the script.
and that's what he does everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
And it works every time.
every time. So you look in their eyes, you bring that children there too. You're like, oh shit, I don't want these kids. Exactly. Those kids are gonna rise up and come at you. You can get to death.
So we're gonna close up.
Okay.
So it's closed up. And we're not any last session or anything. Just
For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of the holy land whom thou hadst for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh,
Right.
and the feast of blood.
That's your Edomites. Okay? So this is your heritage, and we're gonna keep exposing you in your heritage. Everything is evil. That's right. That's the reason why your kingdom is going down. Right. That's right. All right. So with that, we're gonna give all glory, honor, and praises to. So call me Asherallah. Bible ball. Shalom.
Oh, another thing I was
You want to stay on the camera?
there's a big call. You can go. Long has